All right, we're going to have one more before we take a break, and let's bring him up now. Where is he? There he is. Let's give him a big round of applause. I know we're tired, but let's hear it for Walter Bergeron. Good luck. Good luck.
Yes, sir. How many military veterans do we have in the audience? Can we get a quick round, a quick raise our hands real quick? Military veterans? No. I want a hell yeah. Hell yeah to our military veterans. Come on, that was pathetic. That was terrible. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Okay, look, I'm a military veteran myself. I served for 6 years in the U.S. Navy. Do we have that clicker there for the PowerPoint slides? Very good. I served aboard an U.S. aircraft carrier, USS Carl Vinson. I was a nuclear reactor operator. I operated nuclear reactors. I maintained nuclear reactors. I fixed the electronics on nuclear reactors. Hell, I slept just mere feet from a nuclear reactor core. Believe me, that's not real healthy. Because of that, and for that military service, I got two major advantages. One major advantage is I get to glow in the dark. So, you know, that's good or bad, I'm not so sure. But what it also developed in me was a real sincere desire to serve my country. And that is true and sincere. So when I got out of the military, I really wanted to try to find a way to continue to help to serve my country, to keep things proudly made in the USA. So in a little 400 square foot shed out in the middle of the sugarcane fields in Louisiana, I started repairing industrial electronics. It's something I learned in the military, so it carried over. And if we fast forward today, roughly 15 years later, we now have two national repair centers and 4 national sales centers. We're doing fairly well, but we're not serving enough manufacturers to really make an impact in our industry. And it's something I have a true desire to do, is to really make an impact and to help our manufacturers keep things made in the USA and keep these jobs here. And it's a true passion of mine to continue to do that. So in order to do that, I wanted to make sure we had a larger impact. Now, what we were doing to this point was minimal. It was working okay, more of an accidental marketing, not really a true marketing plan, not really a true way to continue to build our business. So back in September, roughly 7 months ago, I experienced an epiphany. The heavens opened up, you know, the angels began to sing, a big light bulb went off in my head when I attended the Fast Implementation Boot Camp. This is Bill Glazer and I. And during that event, the end of the day, as a matter of fact, it was September 20th at 3:31 p.m. Bill Glazer's conclusion was, he said, what I want you to do right now is to look to the person to your left and look at the person to your right. And at most, only one of the 3 of you will actually take action on what he was given out that week. At most, only one of you is going to experience a significant life impact from the golden nuggets of information that Bill was giving to us. And I got to know the guy to my left and the guy to my right over those 2 days. The guy to my left had a furniture store, and he was being killed by commoditization and some really, really fierce competition. And he needed that marketing to keep his business afloat. And the guy to my right had invented some kind of a musical education instrument in his basement, and he was trying to get it off the ground. So he needed that marketing knowledge to get that business off the ground. Well, when Bill came to the group and said, look to your left and look to your right, I did. The guy to my left, the furniture guy, he had taken off. He left early because he had some important phone call to make or something else to do, something that was more important than this. And the guy to my right, the musical education guy, he was sleeping. He had fallen asleep in Bill Glazer's speech, the finale of this, all the information is getting to him, and this guy's sleeping. No wonder they don't do it. So that was my epiphany. You know what? It was going to have to be me that was going to have to take action. It was going to be me that was going to have a significant life impact by taking action on this information. And that's exactly what I did. What I'm going to show you here is 90 days, and only 90 days, of taking significant action and going from a marketing accident to a fully implemented, profitable marketing system. Now, I had 3 major philosophies. I call them my GKIC philosophies. The first one was I was going to take massive action every single day. And that does mean Saturdays, and that does mean Sundays, because I was determined to do this. The second GKIC principle I had was good enough. I was never going to get a perfect marketing plan. I was never going to get it perfect every single time. But if it was good, it was out the door and implemented. The third principle was simultaneously implementing everything I was doing. Not sequentially, not one, then the other, then the other. That was too slow. Because we know that time is the enemy of entrepreneurs. We need to get things done quickly in order to take advantage of the market. So what I'd like to show you today is how I transformed my business in only 90 days. I want to introduce you to my marketing team. This is me, of course, I'm the Chief Marketing Officer. This is my email guy. Here is my direct mail guru, and this is my copyright extraordinary. Yeah, I had to do it all. It was just me. That's the only person we had to do this. So I took action every single day, and I made it happen. And you can do it too. It's not like you need a whole team behind you. You can do this on your own. So this is my marketing system. Sometimes they say that complexity is one of the advantages to us. Well, this is what I call my GKIC, my unfair advantage over my competitors. If you want an easy button, this ain't easy, but it's better than beating your head against the wall. This is a system to do that, okay? This is how you can move forward with your marketing. I started with Infusionsoft. They gave me an ultimate customer life cycle. Again, kind of complex, but complexity can be an advantage to you. And I started with my fundamentals. I started with the marketing results triangle, the message, the market, and the media. So we started with the market research. That was our first plan. Now, up to this point, I thought I knew who my customers were. I had been in business for 15 years doing this. I knew who the hell I was selling to. Wrong. I thought I had one client. I actually had 4 different types of clients. I thought I knew how much each of them was worth. They were worth completely different amounts. One is worth $3,800 to us. The other ones are worth as much as $34,000 to us. And I had a one-size-fits-all type marketing message. What a terrible idea. So I used the Department of Labor. They gave me my market size. They tell me that it's roughly 400,000 customers out there, 3,600 competitors. Oh, back there, what's back? SurveyMonkey, I used that to determine my market, psychographics and demographics. I knew what kind of magazines these guys read, and they were guys, by the way, most of them, and so I thought. I knew what kind of magazines they read, what kind of trucks they drove. I knew exactly where they lived. I knew all the details of how much they made, what their positions were called. I had a bunch of details. Then I took our CRM software, and I figured out how much each of them was worth to us. I figured out how long they stayed in business with us. And I actually gave them, oh, wrong way again. I gave them names. They talk about giving an avatar. Dave D talks about giving an avatar to your customer. I actually gave them names so that we could refer to them personally and target our marketing message to that person. Outside salesman, I called him Sam Sellers. My maintenance manager called him Mike Hammer. We have a Tyson Foods contract. We call these guys Chuck Poultry, and Phil Meadows, our platinum member, just to identify our clients. The second thing we did was we came up with a message, our unique selling proposition. Now, one of them is never pay for another metal detector failure again. But we didn't come up with just one USP. We came up with 4 USPs, targeting to our specific clients in different ways. Then we had a story. You see, my military background, I took that. That's part of our story. We tweaked the story and made it match that different market. We made a story that resonated with our clients, a way that gave us an affinity to our market. So here we are. We've got our message, and we've got our market. The next thing we need is our media. But I didn't have a marketing plan up to this point. Means I didn't have a marketing budget. I had no way to pay for the media. But I was determined. I had to figure out a way to do something, and this is what I did. I raised our prices. I raised our prices by 15%, and that gave me an immediate cash infusion to pay for the media that I was going to use to implement my marketing system. And that's exactly what I did. The first thing we did was newsletters. Now, up until this point, what our competitors did was send out one quarterly e-newsletter, and it was boring. Holy cow, it was boring. So our GKIC Unfair Advantage Marketing System was going to have 4 different newsletters, one for each client. And then it was going to have not just an e-newsletter. We physically put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, sent it to them. We also put it in an e-newsletter. We emailed it to them. We put it on the website. Then any customer walked in the door, we handed the newsletter to them, as well as we put it inside the boxes of all the equipment we ship back to our customer. So going from 1 e-newsletter every quarter to 4 newsletters distributed in 5 different ways. So we took our newsletter and repurposed it in 20 different directions. This is profound. This is a way to get ahead and have a totally unfair advantage over all of your competitors by doing something as simple as this. Now, we made it outrageous. my guys got a hold of a Photoshop and a picture of me and took away my hair and made me look like a clown, but it was funny. Our guys enjoyed it, and it made us different because all the other newsletters were friggin' boring, so this thing stood out. We also wanted our clients to engage with the newsletter. Instead of just passively reading it, we put a word find activity. We took our products, and we put them in a little word find, and then we gave our clients a $10 gift card for faxing that thing back to us. So they're circling it, they're putting their name on the newsletter, and they're walking to the fax machine, they're passing their coworkers, and their coworkers are kind of nosy, want to know what they're doing. After they finish faxing this thing, they grab it from them, and they scratch out their name because they found out they're getting a gift card, and they put their own name, and they put it back to the fax machine again. So not only did we have a way to interact with our clients, we were updating our CRM because we got their contact information. The doggone newsletter is going viral because these guys want their gift card for $10. So we are expanding our list because of a newsletter that are going to our current clients. The next thing we did was we took this directly from GKIC. We put the names of our new clients into the newsletter. Another way to make it different. This was not what everyone else was doing. We did surveys through the newsletter. The surveys actually gave us testimonials and referrals all through one different newsletter. Now, here's another writer downer for you guys. If you're going to put deals in your newsletters, make it outrageous by handwriting the damn thing. Don't put it in typeface. Take a marker and write the thing out and just handwrite it. You can put your own copy doodles. Make it different so it sticks out, because if it sticks out, they take advantage of it more often. Now, this right here was a real groundbreaker. You've probably never seen this before, but we put a CD in with our newsletter. So you guys all get the gold newsletter, right? You get a CD in it. Well, what we did is we asked our clients to do a success interview with us, and they're flattered. They wanted to do this interview with us, so that's exactly what they did. We would take their interview, put it on a CD, put it in with the newsletter. Now our newsletter has got a 3D mail piece that goes out with it. It's just like the gold CD. We repurposed it, we stole it, swipe and deploy, whatever you want to call it, from GKIC, and deployed this. Now, who wants to see just how effective this was? You want some numbers? Let me show you some numbers here. This is exactly how effective this thing can be. 90 days of implementing our newsletter with new clients, with existing clients, lost clients, taking advantage of these monthly deals, $138,303.80 during 90 days of implementation. That's how effective a newsletter can be. And the numbers that are important to us is a media efficiency ratio of 42 to 1. What that number is for every dollar we spent on a newsletter, we got $42 in gross revenue back from it. That is significant. That's life-changing. That's how you make a difference and significant impact in your life. We didn't stop there. You guys ever heard of platinum membership or gold membership anywhere? Guess what? We took that from GKIC as well. We took our program, we tweaked the services that we were offering, and for our platinum program, we charge these guys $9.97 a month. We've got continuity in an industrial market now. Then we took the gold program as simply tweaking our program a little bit more, specific customer targeted, and now it's $4.97 a month. We got continuity in an industrial market. This is totally life-changing because no one else is doing this, and it's easy because it tends to be an industrial market, a big void. So this thing works fantastic. Now, I almost kicked myself for not doing this. I live in Louisiana, and we drive through Biloxi fairly often. I don't know if you guys been through there. There's a lot of casinos. The casinos have signs, billboards along the highway, and as you're driving, they don't tell you where the damn thing is at all. All they do is tell you who's playing, what dates. They give you some more information, so they're answering questions for you. I went to my magnetic marketing, and that's exactly what it told me to do. So I took 4 large signs, put them along the side of the road, and I didn't put our phone number, didn't put our contact information at all. I put our customers' most commonly asked questions on here. They come in and say, what do you guys do here? We repair the most common electronics to the most technical electronics. Well, how long does it take to get this done? Drop it off today, pick it up tomorrow. Well, what do you guys do? Well, we do AC drives. The signs are answering the questions. Our clients are walking in the door, educated about our services. It speeds up the sales process. These signs bring in 5.6 new customers, not people walking into a 5.6 new customers every single week. The customers are worth $3,882 each. These signs have grossed us $260,000 with a media efficiency ratio of 16 to 1. I spend $1, I'm getting 16 back because of these signs, because of a ridiculous sign. I took it from the casino industry. That's just how important having this unfair GKIC advantage is. The website. Our website was plain Jane, no interaction whatsoever. We took it and simply put in 5 ebooks. The ebooks were already created. We just put them in a nice format, got a little cover for them, took Infusionsoft, put a little web form in there. So now we have 4 different customers coming to our website. They each have their own little web form. So now we have our customer's contact name. We use Infusionsoft as a backbone, so we collect in all the data. We know exactly who these clients are. We know exactly where they're coming from and how often they're visiting our site. We then take that and feed that into a diagnostic questionnaire. We actually ask our customers what they want. The answer to that is an automated webinar. So we take the frustrations they have, put the answers in an automated webinar with Dustin Matthews, an automated webinar cash machine, and Jeff Ronnie with Stealth Seminar. We now have an automated webinar that is giving our customers a service based off of what they just said to do, and it's all because of the websites interacting with them. Now, 90 days, $305,250.01 for this media efficiency ratio of 78:1 because it didn't take a whole lot to get this going. What's significant about this is I thought this was the best part of the whole thing. This wasn't it yet. We hadn't gotten to our epiphany, our real breakthrough yet. Outrageous campaigns. Our clients, our competitors are simply sending out a brochure in the mail. They may send a few little pieces of junk mail. The best they can come up with is sending a sales guy into the client's office and buying him lunch or something. We want to blow that completely apart. We wanted to send them multiple multimedias campaign to them. This is straight from magnetic marketing. Emails that are targeted to our customers and direct mails that are targeted to our customers. We simply first started off with a long-form sales letter. We wrote the sucker out, our long-form sales letter. We broke it up into 5 pieces. Now we got 5 emails. We then took that same long-form sales letter and put it into a handwritten format, put it on yellow-lined paper, took some copy doodles and put that all over there. Now it's outrageous. Now it's totally different. But then we added something else. Travis Lee's 3D mail results, we took the bug and the compass and the boomerang and put it in there too. So now we have a long-form sales letter that's totally outrageous, and we throw in there with lumpy mail. This makes a huge impact. No one is doing this stuff anywhere in our industry, so they see this and they go, who is sending us this stuff? Where is this coming from? And more importantly, how do I buy his stuff? But here's our secret weapon. We follow this with a shock and awe package, something totally different. It blows away a salesman going direct and talking to that. It blows away a face-to-face contact because our industry is so used to talking to a salesman. When something else is different happening, it's refreshing. This is our shock and awe package. It's a video case. It comes to them UPS Blue, UPS overnight. The outside of it says perishable goods, open immediately. So what do you think everybody does? They open the thing, right? Inside here is a video that starts to play, and a video says, hey, why don't you guys enjoy some delicious king cake? We're from Louisiana. We wanted to share with you some of our culture. Inside the box is a king cake. It's got plates. We got knives, forks, and there for them to start actually eating the king cake. That's why we shipped the doggone thing overnight. They're sitting there watching the video, eating the king cake. A 34-minute video later, what they're doing for us is they're signing us a $34,575 contract. They're putting it back in the box, they're closing it, and they're shipping it back to us, so I don't have to pay for the thing multiple times. This is outrageous. This is life-changing. This is a shock and awe package like no other. No one else is doing it, so all we had to do is come up with it one time. 12 times we sent this out. How many times do you think this thing's been effective? 12 times out, 12 times $34,000 contracts. Can we play that video real quick? The sound on there? Yeah.
Hi there, my name is Walter Bajon, President of Power Control Services. Please accept this world-famous Manny Rendazzo king cake as our gift. Go ahead and cut a piece out for yourself and share the rest with your office staff while you watch this short video about an amazing new service that I've designed just for you.
At PCS, we're capable of repairing any type of industrial electronic equipment from over 15,000 manufacturers and over 250,000 different part numbers. With clients across the nation, we stand ready to meet any need. Now, that's just a quick sample. Was that a perfect video? No, but it was good. And good was good enough for us, so we sent it on out, and it was effective. It worked every single time. I called the office 2 days later, 2 days earlier from now, and we're at 31 out of 31 times that thing's gone out for us. It is amazingly effective. I don't expect it to keep working this way because we got a fairly new market. It's really new to the industry. If somebody catches on, though, I'm going to have to hire a hitman or something because this thing is making some serious money for us. Okay? 90 days of implementation, that's all I've gotten so far. These results, $414,911.40, a media efficiency ratio of 69:1. This thing works. This stuff works, okay? There's no question about it whatsoever. This works, okay? There is no way around this. Events. Now, we're step down a little bit. Our events, we're holding a local open house is what we're doing. And we wanted to keep our marketing dollars and the sales dollars local. So we called in our local clients, and we had our local vendors pay for the doggone thing. We had them buy booths, and they paid for the food. We did a tour of our facility. We did a ribbon cutting ceremony. So we showed our customers our place. We had our bank come in. They have a big old trailer they do a fish fry on, so they came and fed them all for free. But we got to talking, and we said, you know what? Let's try to keep what we've earned here local. So what we did is we decided that we had a couple of us that had relatives that had died due to cancer. And so we decided at that point to donate $15,000, which were our proceeds from that event, to our Miles Perrette Cancer Services Center, just as a way for us to continue to give back and to be a larger part of our community, something that we wanted to do as a charitable donation to our clients. So give back if you can. Give back locally if you possibly can, okay? Now, the last thing we did, GKIC says to put celebrity in everything you do. And one of our clients is Tyson Foods. Tyson Foods is now endorsing our services simply because we asked. That was mostly it. We're doing a pretty good job for them, but we asked. So we put celebrity in our marketing, but we didn't necessarily stop there with just a company. This right here is Mr. Jomo. I don't know if you guys know, but Discovery Channel is shooting a show called Sons of Guns, about 50 miles from our location. Red Jacket Firearms is using Power Control Services, my company, to repair the electronics that make those really crazy guns those guys are making. So now we've put celebrity into what we've been doing. Now, as a recap, 90 days. This was not a long period of time. This was last October, November, December of last year, because I just had the epiphany in September. 90 days of massive action. 9 days of a complete GKIC unfair advantage of marketing, because I was not playing a level playing field with my clients and my customers anymore. I wanted unfair advantage on them. I took massive action every single day, Saturdays and Sundays included. I made sacrifices because that's what it took and that's what I wanted to do. Good is good enough. I knew I didn't have perfection, but I wanted to make sure that I had at least good. Simultaneously implement everything that you're doing. Don't do it sequentially. Everything all at once, as fast as you can get it out there, but make sure it's impactful. All right, who wants to see the total number here? This is what we're able to do. This is what we're going to be able to do right here. Watch this. 90 days, $1,120,197. This changed my life. This changed my life completely. This is totally, I can't believe we actually did this in 90 days from taking action on this stuff. But we ain't done yet. We're not done quite yet. We're still moving forward because we've got relationships now. You saw me on stage a couple of days ago with Lee Miltier. Because of action like this, I was able to join Peak Performance Implementation Coaching. Because of that organization, I got into Dan Kennedy's Platinum Mastermind. And because of relationships with powerful people like that, really impactful people like that, that can really change your life with just a few mere words, we now have an additional service that we're getting ready to implement now that's actually going to put an additional service right down the same sales channel we've got now with very few additional people needed to actually implement that. We plan to double our 2012 profit level because of that one idea that Dan Kennedy came up with while he's tearing me apart in the hot seat during our Platinum Mastermind meeting. That was impactful. That was really, really impactful for us. We also have a done-for-you marketing system. We have more continuity and better event planning. Now, again, being outrageous, I really do want to earn your vote today. I truly do want to become your Marketer of the Year, and I certainly appreciate your time. Betty, thank you guys so much for having me here. Dave, Lee, Dan, I'm totally privileged to be a part of this organization. And I know it's only been a short period of time. 6 or 7 months as part of this organization is just, you know, a very, very little small period of time. But I would certainly appreciate your vote as Market of the Year. Thank you guys very much.
Can I see this?
Absolutely. Dave, that's his second king cake, by the way. I had to send him one earlier, and he took the second king cake.
Just want to keep it safe there.
I appreciate it.
From the panel.
Okay, I got you.
You got to watch out for the panel.
I certainly understand.
Yeah. Let's start with Betty.
First of all, I love that king cake, too, because he sent one to our offices in Chicago.
You sent me a ginormous one, though.
No, ours was bigger.
Dave, hers was bigger.
But anyway, so we got 2 suitcases from him, and the first one said, "Open me first." And I remember when it got to the office, Mimi came to me and she said, "What do we do with these?" I said, "Open them up." They were afraid to open them up. So the first one had the cake, and the second one had, you know, this video that you turn on. So everybody's thinking it's going to blow up or something. But what a great idea.
Thank you.
So my first question is, how long have you been in business?
15 years. So since 1996, roughly, we've been doing this.
And you had been doing everything, all your marketing and selling traditionally?
Yes. Foolishly, the way everyone else was doing it, we had outside sales reps going and talking to clients. Or we designed an ad agency, got us a great deal on some brochures. So we sent those out to our clients. So there was nothing outrageous. It was doing the same thing everyone else was doing, which was pretty piss poor, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. And what were your revenues last year?
Last year, $1.7 million. This year, because of this, I think we're going to top over 3. And next year's plan is to hit 7 with some of the new stuff that Dan's got us doing now. And it's because of this associations, because of the association with Dan, this association with Lee. These ideas are very impactful because they're really digging into our businesses.
And when do you want to sell your company?
I'm going to try to hit 25 before I do that. I want to hit 25 million. That's my goal.
That's good. We'll talk then.
Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. Darcy, DRC.
Okay. So some of the things that I noticed, because one, you did catch our attention, by the way, by sending that box. And we did enjoy the cake, so thank you.
Very welcome.
By the way, we are bribable with food. So I noticed one of the first things you said that I wanted to point out to a couple of people was that in order to, you knew you wanted to do this marketing and to get started with it, and so the first thing you did was raise your prices to get the money to immediately reinvest back into your media and your marketing.
Right. I didn't have a marketing system. We were spending money on marketing, but we had kind of used our money for the year, and we didn't have any way I couldn't manifest money out of thin air, so we had to figure out a way to get us some money to pay for this marketing. And we started slowly at first. Raising prices is not immediate cash flow. It's pretty doggone close, but there's not an immediate cash flow. So it did take some time, but money did flow in, and we spent that money, we really did allocate it towards the marketing.
Great. And then a couple of other things was that you simply asked people what they wanted and then provided the marketing to give them what they wanted.
It's pretty simple and stupid that we didn't do it before, right?
Yep. My one question then was, what is your criteria? So you've only sent out 31 of those boxes. So what's your criteria for sending out the Shock and Awe box? Who makes that cut?
Well, our list is very specific to who we're going to send out to. They have to be a distributor. They have to be of a certain volume because we can find all this information on market demographics. We only have 3 of these cases. We only have 3. We spent $200 per case. We only got 3 of them, and we reuse it because we include a self-addressed, prepaid return a sticker, and they throw it back on here and ship it to us. We clean it up. You guys got new ones, by the way, but we do send the used ones. And it's effective for our market because they're not expecting brand new stuff coming in boxes anyway. They are industrial guys. This is what means something to them. Yeah, they don't say, oh, what's in the box? Is it going to blow up? No, they're, oh, yeah, well, let's get after it. So this is something that they do on a daily basis.
That was Darcy.
Darcy, yeah.
No, yeah.
I really did think about putting a TikTok clock, but I said, no, I'm going to get...
We're not sure that would have got through.
I'm going to get a call then.
Great, thank you.
David?
So obviously you guys are doing some great numbers. Curious what you're doing to retain these new clients and if you're doing any type of loyalty programs or do anything to get referrals from these people that are happy.
Yeah. With 25 minutes, I could only put in so much. You're absolutely right. We actually have loyalty rewards programs where we're putting it on American Express card, which is something that the industry does accept. We can't give our customers gifts. They won't actually accept anything over $50. So 10 I can give them, I can't give them anything more than 50. But that's not motivating to them. When they get an American Express reloadable card, because of the number of dollars they spent with us, so there's a reward program based off of spend. When they spend $1,000, they're getting $100 back. And we can do that because the profit margins, roughly 15% on our net, but we are able to do this because of the high volume that they're sending to us.
That's great. So customer service, you do anything to monitor or track that? I just see such big numbers. You got a very high value thing. Are you doing anything to really maintain and make sure that this is going to continue to come back to you?
We are still working on it. We've hired 2 new people for it, and actually Chris Mullins, the phone.
Oh, okay.
So Chris, you got a plug there, sweetie. It's helping us to start monitoring the phones because we know we're making mistakes. We know there are going to be orders that are missed because of this. But it's not just the customer service, but these girls are also doing the sales as well.
Great
so
answer.
we are working on training, and it does take time to get them going.
Great. Thank you. Congratulations.
Great. Thank you, Walter.
Thank you very much, man.
Good job. Awesome, man.
Thank you very much.
In third place, going to the winner's weekend, Dr. Donna. In second place, meaning that the 2 people who were not named are co-marketers of the year. In second place, John Rinaldi. Meaning, the co-marketers of the year are Walter Bergeron and Dr. Rick Schaefer. Betty, you should present the check. You should present the check. And our CEO, come up to the front, guys. Let's hear it for him, really loud. And Betty is now going to present you both with the $10,000 check, which you are going to split. All right, let's get a picture of them holding it together.
All right, here we go.
Woo!